First of all, why are you dressed up so nice?
You know, I like being fancy. No, it is a very special occasion. We are about to finish off our... Am I looking at you?
Yeah, you can look at me. There.
We're about to finish the very amazing experience of our yoga teacher instructor course. It's been 3 weeks and we have been told to dress all white and fancy for our last day. I'm assuming because it's like a fresh new start, so hence the white.
So what's been the most challenging part for you in the last 3 weeks?
The most challenging part of the last 3 weeks is, well, I guess it kind of comes back to what I came in expecting versus what it actually ended up being. I came expecting it to be us sitting in some classes, us doing some yoga practices, being in a beautiful environment and eating some gorgeous food. And as much as it was all those things, it also kind of took us on, well, a journey towards seeing all the sides of oneself. And that was a little bit more confronting than expected because we kind of live in our daily lives and everything's all fun and all good, and then you kind of get brought to a place where someone shows you the truth for the first time in a long time. And as much as it was really nice to have someone here that held your hand throughout it, which we definitely did, it's a big journey, it's a big leap to take as your first step. So that was pretty hard.
Are you looking back on that difficult journey? How do you feel now?
I mean, I feel like I'm still waiting for the dust to settle, but it also kind of feels like freeing and scary all at once. I kind of always thought I had it all sorted out and I knew who I was and I was all in control and I liked sitting in that comfortable place. But now it's kind of a blank slate-ish, trying to understand, you know, what's me and the old parts that I want and the new part that I'm going to have. It's a kind of terrifyingly freeing and liberating feeling all at once.
What was your favorite part of the experience so far?
Just one? Just one favorite part?
A couple.
I think it was meeting some of the girls here. Really meeting them. You know, when you come to a place and you meet people for the first time and you see them and you have an expectation of who they're going to be. And then slowly people start to unravel themselves to you and you kind of have these moments with these women and men that you just didn't realize were in them, and it kind of sparks something in you that you didn't realize you had in you. And I've had a couple of conversations that, you know, just usually could have been throwaway chats that you have around a breakfast table, and things come up that you just really connect and you meet someone for the first time. Like, that's been a really amazing moment for me. And it's so hard because sitting in some of the philosophy lessons with Deep, where you just, with Gurumukh, where you just like, something just like a light bulb switches in your head for the first time that you didn't even know was there. But then also, you know, sitting with Deep where he's just laughing and you all of a sudden laughing and something releases in you that you didn't even realize was there either. Or having a flow session with Shayna, who's so beautiful. It's hard. They're all been pretty good.
What would you say to someone else about these teachers?
I'll get emotional. I think what's been really profound about these teachers is that they come from such a space as they're not trying to teach you. They're just trying to kind of hold your hand and like put it against your own heart to see yourself. And I think that's something that I've found really amazing, like coming from the learning and development industry as well, where you kind of find a lot of people want to tell you something. They want to impart their wisdom on you. All they're really doing is kind of like clearing a space for you to see the things that you kind of didn't want to see or that you kind of need to see, and they come from it at such different angles and with such different perspectives that each of them like gently nudge you to closer and closer towards like coming into contact with yourself. Like, you have Deep that's all about the lightness. You have Gurumukh that takes you to really like a natural base place for you to appreciate who you are. And then you have Shayna that can consolidate it for you in a way that makes you tap into how to live it in the real world. Yeah, they're beautiful people first, and just so happen to be awesome teachers second.
So, what if someone asks you the question, what does yoga mean to you now? What would you say?
It's a really good question, because it's kind of something I've been coming to every day, because I've had a really interesting relationship with yoga. Definitely understanding it as something that I used to like physically make me feel good, and I thought of it as therapy, just kind of for like my body. And what I thought I might get out of this was me coming out being a vinyasa studio teacher. And now I just see that yoga is so much more than just this physical practice. It's about how one lives in the world and how one lives within ourselves, and what you choose to focus on every day, and the types of relationships you want to have with people, with yourself, food, with nature. It's about understanding it from a lens of getting to know really who you are, and therefore how you can connect with everything and everyone else around it. And like, long answer short, I guess it's just about understanding compassion.